Sir, I was reading this book, Mughals of Real Estate. And here there's an interesting paragraph which says that in 1981 you started your textile business, but just 4 years later, in 1985, you won a contract for 300 acres of land in Powai. And this was not an ordinary thing because the Rahejas and the Mithils were not able to convince the landlord. But this book says that in just 20 minutes, you managed to convince the landowner to sell his land and accept 10 lakhs in earnest money.
I built 11 buildings in Lokhandwala complex.
Okay.
Every time I completed a building, I was unhappy. Not because I made a bad building, I made a good building. But when I looked out of the building, the infrastructure around me was very weak. The roads were not good, this water line, sewerage and all. So I realized that when I'm making with other people around me, there's a lot of compromise in the common facilities that is created. And I would never be able to be happy. I still made 11 buildings there. Then I looked for an opportunity where I would get a large piece of land and somebody was willing to take it by a small amount of downtown payment. Nobody was making buildings in the area. Nobody had any idea of it. It was considered, it was a quarry land. It was, having a lot of other problems. So I said, nobody wants to buy this. And the owners knew that nobody else would buy it. They were related to a lot of developers in those days. But so I told him, I said, look, I'm going to give you this much less down money. I'm going to pay you what you want, but I can't pay you at one time. And I'll pay you over a period of time. And he was very happy that I'm going to pay him what he wanted.
Okay.
The only difference was that I'm going to pay him over a period of time, but he had nobody anyway to pay him immediately downtown payment. So to that extent, it was easy to deal with him because he was very happy with the first 10 lakhs I gave because that was the money he wanted that day.
Okay.
And nobody else would give him 10 lakhs of rupees for coming to Powai because there was no development potential possible. Okay. It was a big risk. I didn't even tell my own family members that I had bought such a big piece of land. I only told them that I had paid 10 lakhs.
I heard that when your father visited this place, he was extremely concerned and scared.
Oh, he was petrified for what I'd done. And I didn't even tell him it was 200 acres. I just told him it was 20 acres.
And still he was scared.
Even when he came over here. So, but the story got told to him sooner or later. And later on, I guess he was happy about it. But I couldn't tell the truth to everybody.